Last session sure was full of incident, wasn't it? What have you got to say about things, Alphino? Where could they be headed? What does Aziz's lie have to do with it? Hey, we can't go inside to see if Emmerich's got anything to say. Lucia, in search of the Soleil, she appears to have something to say. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloud Top on the off chance the airship passed by. Sure enough, Lady Laniette informed me that it had been sighted by her scouts. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, Alcethanata has not been able to establish a foothold. We'll need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastmen's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Erwin. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Skysteel Manufactory. I see. And I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Oops, we have the music turned off. Boom! I was very pleased with audio balance in the last episode, actually. I don't know why it varies so widely. Who else but Master Garland would be willing to deliver us into Vanu territory? I should be going to ask him first. Sounds like a good idea to me. I just realized that when I do that thing, I do it backwards. We should really go not but we'll work on that going forward. Hey Sid, you gonna be fully voiced? I hope not. I want to get my Sid on.
Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately?
You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. Oh boy. Sid hasn't been on Twitter for the past 90 minutes.
He was a good man.
Sid, have you ever heard of Aziz's Law? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled.
No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he told Longpoint, the Askians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the Ultima weapon. If he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it.
As if we needed another reason to pursue him.
Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart.
He's such a pleasure to do. I can't wait for...
It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire the last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it.
Can't wait for someone to watch these videos and tell me how terrible the Sid approximation is. But it's not an approximation of anything in particular. It's an approximation of something in my head. We got about 26 quests to go in 3.0. And then not much more than that in the patches. Into the blue. Alphino must see to one last thing before he departs. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Yeah, you will. Where is the airship landing? Is this somewhere we need to do another one of our patented quick cuts? It is. There we go. We did it the right way this time. Good to see you again, Erwin. It'll be a pleasure to have you aboard the Enterprise again.
Yeah, I heard about you, man. Oshfar. Sorry for your loss, Erwin.
If he's dead inside the 5-man, that's not your man. That's Orshfont.
The boys have been hard at work preparing our flight, and I'm pleased to say we're ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain...
Pray forgive my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Urianger and Riol are pursuing promising leads.
Come. We can continue this discussion about the Enterprise.
Yeah. They're for it. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the And behind enemy lines, airship halo drop. Maconeb, what have you got to say?
Hello there, sir. Just so you know, I'll be able to ferry you back and forth once the chief starts a course to put Deputy President's orders and all that.
Wenge, the others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Erwin. Shall we get going? Yeah. Of course we should get going.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted.
Let's get mapping. Ooh, look at how dull that texture looks there. Yes, this is the perfectly flat floating plane.
Known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
We don't know what they are, but we're pretty sure that we want them for ourselves. What resolution from despair.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
Wait, what? There's a new threat? We did kind of ignore the fact that there's a primal up here, didn't we? We were just like, gonna go head off and deal with draconic territorial disputes, I guess?
We'll keep the Enterprise here for now, but if you need to head back to the Ishgard...
Woof, we're just putting words in all over the place.
But if you need to head back to Ishgard, you can use that standard to signal for an Ironworks airship. Don't worry, we charted a route safe enough for others to fly. Unless that primal shows up. But what are the odds of that, eh? Hey.
We'll stay in touch with your Temple Knight friend. Don't you worry.
The Enterprise is ready to fly at a moment's notice. Just come running if you run afoul of something you can't handle.
From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard, Erwin. The Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. I'd love to get 2 quests out of the way instantly. Familiar faces. Alpha knows in mind to start searching the blue window. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I would rather avoid needless bloodshed. Yeah, finally someone recognizing that perhaps the locals have a right to exist. That maybe their hostility toward us is their right as we come stumbling heavily armed into their homes, bringing all kinds of trouble with us. Gods, look at them. So many isles, so many places to hide. No, we must not lose hope. He is out there, Erwin, and we will find him. Can I please, oh, it's an emote. /lookout. You search the skies of the Soleil, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Oh, one moment, I should close the thing that's causing that overlay to floverlay. We don't need that shit. /lookout. Gotta bounce off our pony for it. Hey. Just peering around. Ooh, into the instanced thingus. What did you call them? It's not, I was gonna say dungeon, but it's not a dungeon. Mayhap this effort was doomed to failure. You're giving up very quickly.
Begs mercy of Netherlings, does not fight, does not wish to die.
Was that a Vanu being attacked? But by whom? He wasn't calling out to us then. He was objecting to getting speared. Ooh. Over there. Imperial troops. Ishgardians. Seize them. They'll know where the Archbishop is. You got big V energy. The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Erwin. Protect the Vanu. Is that what he said, Vanu? I actually didn't read the last word. I apologize if this is no longer a canon demonstration of the Final Fantasy XIV script. I'll be restarting, remember. Lord Van Hydrus wants them alive. That's an order. Lord Van Hydrus? Regular Van Hydrus? My god, not regular Van Hydrus. I thought these were the irregulars. What are you doing? You're a disgrace to the Sixth. Subdue these savages. There's no end to them. I think these things sometimes end when you've taken down the lead. That seemed to be the case in the one that we did inside Ishgard proper, right? Unfortunately, our ability to dump damage is a little low at this level. Sadly. Cut them all down. So we shall see if this does resolve matters without the need to cut down the rest of his flunkies. What the fuck is this thing? Why does it fly like that? I don't like that. Okay, that wasn't enough. Fine, we should have been AoEing. I'll own it. This is no longer an optimized speedrun of Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be restarting immediately. We're gonna do a no-hit run of the Final Fantasy series. So anytime we get hit, we're just gonna start the series over from the beginning. I believe that was FromSoft's intent when they designed Final Fantasy II. I need to Google Final Fantasy no-hit run now. Duty complete. I should probably go rescue some food from the stove before I dig too much deeper. And so we live to fight another day. There we go. Got a little bit more Indian food in me, which is always optimal. And so we live to fight another day.
Netherlings saved Lonu Vanu from certain death. Showers netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Lonu Vanu knows not what wind bears netherlings to cloud the sea, but warmly welcomes them, shows gratitude where gratitude is due. Devourer of worlds. Lonu Vanu owes much and more to netherlings. As saviors, as heroes, Zundu welcomes you. To village we go, to north. Come. Probably more like, come. So the Garleans were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu knew something of his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they might have the right of it. I conclude that we should accept Lonu Vanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Once again, we are immensely grateful for not having to go in as the wolf runs. We could even have just teleported up there. In fact, but how much slower to see the path. Hey, Alphino, got anything to say about Birdhouse? I want to believe Lonu Vanu is sincere in his intentions. Nevertheless, keep your eyes open, Erwin. You become paranoid in your old age, haven't you, boyo? Hey, when's his sister gonna come into things? Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay down your burdens, netherlings. Lonu Vanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Okzundu. A far warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vundu, I think. Ha! Vundu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and fury like aimless gale. What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? Wait, I didn't hear the thunderous report. There you are. Did you see it? Is that damned flying whale again? The Imperials are after it. Where? The White. Oh boy, there he goes. He's wounded. We must have sound effects turned relatively low. That must be what it is. We can't really hear these sound effects in cutscenes all that well. Whoa! Buddy. I mean, I know you're a rheumatizer, but by the 12, did the beast just eat that island? Oh, insatiable wight, O devourer of worlds, why must you torment us? Rah! Lonu Vanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, Netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zundu. Come, Netherlings. Come and, what was it? Break words, make words, do talk. Oh, people got things to say. When you described it as a flying feathered whale, I naturally assumed you'd taken some liberties. It'll take a lot more than Imperial cannons to bring that beast down. You ever think about how if industrial society survives another 100 years, the concept of something that someone saw but didn't get video of will be incredibly alien to us? Like already, all of these concepts that stories not necessarily even revolve around, but just reference, gesture at, are so... They lack that modern flair. I mean, fortunately, industrial society won't last another 100 years, so... With wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Sonu Vanu speaks for Zundu, hearken to his words. Is that metered? Wisdom clear as nethers, eyes used as blue. Sonu Vanu speaks let's see if it's metered. Netherlings deliver Lonu Vanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore zephyr winds and brings before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. Gratitude of Sonu, Chief of Zundu, is boundless. Wait, birds with horns, or is he wearing those? We're honored to meet you, Chief Sonu. I'm Alphino Leveilleur, and these are my companions, the Longpoint Heroine and Sid Garland. We are come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Ah, like to black steel-shod contraption from which you saved Lonu Vanu. Alas, no, that ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we're looking for at present. You really want to signal that you're the reason that they're here? The men we seek wear armor of purest white, and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lonu Vanu, you tell of these Netherlings. You do? Are you certain? As the sun rises and falls and returns, we are. Zundu scouts can testify to words of Lonu Vanu. Aye. Winds carry purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Aziz La. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sonu, what exactly is this Aziz La? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest danger. Look not into Art of Tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the white devours isle where key is kept. Deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy. And beyond ours? Yeah, that's definitely we're not foolhardy. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lonu Vanu, for his stone gives way to water and wind. All yields to the white. All yields to the white. This he knows, Chief Sonu. Madness of Vundu bodes ill for all Vanu. We're gonna have to come back through and do the Beast Tribe quest at some point, I think, because I'm interested in these people. Devourer of Worlds. Maybe we're gonna have so much more to do after we're done with the main scenario quest, which now feels attainable. I think we could do it in just a couple weeks, honestly. Could we not just leave the key to the Forbidden Land in the island-eating whale's belly? I mean, I can think of worse places to keep it. No, I thought not. Sonu Vanu, Chief Sonu is the leader of the Zundu, strong and wise. Netherling shows proper respect, and he will treat you with the gentleness of an autumn breeze. With every dawn, fewer and fewer remain. So great is the white's hunger. As saplings bask in the warmth of the sun, so too may Netherlings partake of our hospitality. There are trees around here? Saplings? I guess there are trees. Black and the white. So Aziz La is home to forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of a key which the Archbishop covets.
Much as I would like to believe it's safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knights of the Heavens wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the case in our battle with Leviathan, we are out of our element, and this time we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more about the White. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. We can see how immediate the primal threat is to these people, right? I mean, it's like it doesn't matter. Seek not the birthplace of sin, netherlings. They who do find only death and ruin.
Could we leave it?
Yeah, we've heard those before. Okay, it was Lo Nuvano. I was like, Alphinaud didn't just walk behind us, did he?
If netherlings seek knowledge of the White, then speak with Kunu Vali, foremost keeper of tales. But neglect not to present self with humility and respect. The sun yields to moon and moon to sun. Netherlings must greet Kunu Vali with a bow.
Clearly the quest designer for this area was told, use your emotes. Not sure when the last time we used the last time we used an emote in a quest was here, right? We had to pep up those dudes who were standing watch. Où se trouve le sage? T'es où, mon frère? T'es où? Alors, je cherche, je suis sur la recherche. En recherche? How are you on the search for something? Ich bin auf der Suche nach Kunu Vali. Hallöchen. Okay, I think this guy talks different. What ill-mannered beast comes before Kunu Vali and begs to hear tales? None who deserve aught. Oh, it's a lady. That much she knows. It's a deep-voiced lady. Oh, right, we gotta bow. Here I am talking about how they've done it before, and I'm already neglecting it. Zephyr winds at your back and sunshine to warm your brow, traveler from below. Kunu Vali, keeper of tales, hears your words. And she remembers. In times long ago, in lands elsewhere, before even the clouds see, the White is one among many. Newborn, he swims beside his many brothers in seas of endless water. But hated the White is, where his brothers are purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again, for merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. The White still longs for the sea, to which he cannot return. But in rebirth, a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw, whence come the clouds, and a new sea is born, home to him alone. Content, he gazes below and sees others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps, and in his benevolence he raises up isles of earth and guides these people to the cloud sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth, and the salvation of the Vanu may it never be forgot. But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is that of the Vundu. His hunger is that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet now he must consume them. Kunu Vali knows no tales like this. The Lord of Mists is merciful and kind, not so this demon. I was gonna say, if this primal's been around for a long, long time, he could be the reason there are earth motes around here. That's probably not the case.
Personally, I've seen enough of that flying feathered whale already.
What do we got? So according to the Vanu, the Sea of Clouds and the Floating Isles were gifts from Bismarck to his people.
Gifts which he's taken to eating, yes. Technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps little and generous. God say. But what of you, Alphinaud? Did you learn aught of value?
Nuh-uh. Alas, no, that is unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu sky fishing. I mean, does sound interesting.
Sky fishing? My gods, that's it. Alphinaud, my boy, I could kiss you.
Now let him grow up, Sid. Come back in 10 years.
From what we have observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength.
I think these islands must be basically giant crystals, which is why they can float and why it's useful to Bismarck to consume them.
What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds, in essence fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapnels into the beast's hide, then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it directly.
A bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should Erwin fail to subdue the creature, he would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing island.
Uh-huh, I love that.
Wouldn't even be the first time we'd been eaten.
Oh, he won't fail. And if anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise ready to tow him out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else.
Nor I. I trust you have no objections to my joining in as well.
Not at all, the more the merrier. I love it when the kids get eaten in addition to the heroes of the realm. It really gets your present and future out of the way in one fell gulp. Right then. It seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do on the Enterprise to be ready for our field trip. Well, you two must find me some bait. And not just any island, mind. I want a mouthful at most.
So we're looking for one that's suitably small, black and white. I love a good short quest. I love to crawl forward. So there's almost no 58 quests. Ooh, no, don't talk to Alphino yet. Talk to Sid first.
The boys and I can handle most of the preparations, but we'll need you to secure us a suitable island. Let me know when it's done.
Bolt, Chain, and Island. Alphino loves it when a plan comes together. Well, you heard Sid, we need an island to bait the hook. By way of a first step, I propose we speak with Chief Sonu. If the Zundu are as concerned by Bismarck's behavior as they've given us to believe, they may well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. I'm very glad that we gave Alphino our standard narrator voice, because he talks a lot. He has a kind of narrator tone to him. We're sort of making fun of people with our goofy voices, which is always a problem when they have some kind of serious tragedy. Then again, it's a reminder that even people with funny voices can have serious tragedy. We can but ask.
The Tramontane is upon us, the white feasts, and the Vundu rejoice in his carnage.
Hear me, Chief Sonu. This creature which torments you now is not the deity who raised up the floating isles and made a gift of them to you. He is a perversion of your beliefs given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which you should rightly safeguard. Yet it need not be this way, Chief Sonu. We have the power to strike down this impostor, but we must beg of you an island to see it done.
Motes against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Zonu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn the ponent.
What does that mean? Hang on, you've lost me. I'm usually pretty good on the obscure vocabulary. What is a Tramontane? Tramontane is a guitar. Ponent. The Tramontane. Yeah, that's what he says. It's the name of a classical guitar, and the ponente is a speaker. Perhaps even the Tramontane can turn to the ponente. Very well, Netherlings. Maybe the idea is maybe even the instrument can become the actor. Very well, Netherlings. When you are ready, tell Zundu scouts what manner of island you require, and they will guide you to it. We shall not fail, Chief Sonu. On that you have my word. Come, Erwin, let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing. It's convenient, in a way, for us to never make a promise that should we fail to satisfy its terms, we will be dead. Really lets you gamble everything on each gambit, at least as far as other people are concerned. And I mean, it's just too embarrassing to plan a way out, right? You'd be ashamed if you had to explain yourself. Oh, wow, there's nothing to it, huh? Thank you. Wedge, what do you got to say? Are we really going sky fishing for a primal? Can we talk to... No. He's just for show. My, that took hardly any time at all. The Ironworks engineers do not disappoint. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Our Guardian friends have finished us with dragon killers and ammunition, and I've taken the liberty of procuring a Magitech field generator as well. Rest assured we've changed to spare. Every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsman. If you've any lingering doubts as to their strength, know they were originally intended to bind dragons, and were not found wanting. It pleases me to inform you that the Vanu have agreed to furnish us with an island of our choosing, and all that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who'll actually be doing the fighting. Arwen, let Wedge know when your party's assembled.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one little bit, but I can't help but be excited all the same. So tell me, Arwen, are you ready to hunt the white whale? After you then, Arwen. Full speed ahead, or whatever.
The Limitless Blue. So I don't know if this one can be soloed, because it's got a mechanic that might not be soloable, but we're going to try. Inspiration often finds us in surprising ways. So it was that a casual mention of skyfishing helped Sid Garland conceive a plan to lure out Bismarck, the Lord of the Mists, by using the Enterprise to tow an island through the Sea of Clouds. After binding the beast with chains fired from dragon killers, he hopes you can engage it in the traditional fashion. Though the plan is somewhat sound in the theory, there is no telling how effective it'll be in practice. Nevertheless, the engineer has seen you through many other dangerous situations in the past, so at least the odds are in his favor. Favor? I'm not sure if stochastic understanding of the odds is the right approach here, but sure. I mean, this is not necessarily a case where we can just say, look, we haven't died yet, because this is not the same kind of challenge. Yeah, listen to that shit. This is like bonus zone music. Who's ready to pick up some extra lives? Big B? Show me your giant hand. Yeah, so I'm not sure if one player can operate the Dragon Slayers adequately. That dude already had a little plingus on him. There was a little thingy stuck into his boner. That was not the words that I was trying to get, but why not? Alright. So it's not usable yet. Each time your party is defeated, etc., sure. Get ready, everyone. Here it comes. Hey, Bismarck. Whoa, smoosh. You're supposed to jump for that? Use the field generator. If the island goes, so do you. Whoosh. These are foes? They are foes. I see. You're supposed to throw up the shield generator when he does his slam, I think. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to kill these Vundu real fast. Because, I think we're gonna have to activate the generator. Oh boy. He's ducking. To activate the generator? The generator's not available, so I hope not. Oh, there it is again. Shit. He's cracking the fucking island. The dragon killers are readied. Can you pop this boy, please? Please kill this man, please. Thank you. Okay, dragon killer time. Make it happen. Zoop. Just the one. How about the other one? More boys. Come here, boys. Boys! Can we actually kill these things fast enough to prevent it from... Break out some penance moves. 1, 2... We could potentially stun them. Do it now. Do it now. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Hit the generator. Go! Yeah! Did that work? We didn't get knocked over, so I assume it worked. Island integrity is 67%. Dragon killers readied. Okay, perfect. That was clutch, actually. That was more interesting and challenging than would have been if we had been... Oh, we do have both of them. Oh my god, he knocks them out! Shit. So we made no progress there. Okay, so we gotta be really, really fast, is what I'm hearing. 1, 2, 3... Watch for him to dive. 1, 2, 3. You gonna dive, buddy? I'm gonna throw on the generator now. Maybe early, but hopefully not. Oh, no, I don't think so. I think that was just a little early, but not too early. Perfect. Still took a little damage, but not too much. Knocked off his fucking chain, too. Okay, Dragon Killer, on. Now, other side, immediately.
On. Please, no, no, go, fire. Get him. That count? Hey, it counted. Come over here, buddy. It's time you got smooshed. Okay, Kite and Carapace. We really need to tear this shit apart. There is no alternative. Oh, you know, we should actually be dumping mana is what we should be doing. No, we gotta get it. No, we gotta get it. Get it. Yes. The count, did we get the phase? Looks like he's phasing to me. I'm glad it didn't just bung us off and murder us. Would have been perfectly reasonable at that stage. Okay, let's get our atonements out. Seems like the 3 atonements is pretty good to kill this ding dong. Keep an eye on the whale. That wasn't quite enough, damn it. Okay, Mr. Whale, where you at? You ready to dive? Oh, there he's going. Shit. Fast. Go. Yes. 62. Drops by. Yeah, 5. So that's okay. Dragon Killers are ready. Shit. Okay. Hurry. Get it out there now. Get away from it, because I think he's going to fire his blobs at us. And I get this one. Go. Yep. Got it. All clear. Okay. Whew. This is exciting. Let's do this as a solo instance. Oh, it didn't quite get it, damn it. Well, hopefully we were just the tiniest little slap away. Hopefully the structure of this isn't...
What the 7 Ls was that? On your guard.
Oh, spooky. Shield generator is down right now, but let's keep an eye on it, because if it comes back up, that's going to be a sign that we need to take action briskly. Now, these boys got hit points, huh? I wonder if this is also a phase. Do they share health bar? No. They just got tons of health. I should probably be hitting a little harder, don't you think? We should be dumping our atonements into this boy. Atonement.
I'm detecting a huge increase in... Oh gods, brace yourselves.
Oh boy, they have so much health. This is too much. We're taking a fair bit of damage here, actually. Is the island still suffering, is my question. Wow, this dude's not going down very quickly. He's got huge vulnerability down, damage taken is reduced. How can I fix that? Can I dump him in one of these circles? That didn't do it. Can I pull him through a whirlwind? Should probably throw ourselves a heal here. I want over here through this whirlwind, please. Just want to see if that removes. Well, they're both vulnerability down. How do I deal with that problem? Anyone want to Google that for me? Stood him right in the Boolean bomb. That didn't do it. Standing him on these crystal spots. That's not doing it. Let me Google it. So, Sanua. Vulnerability. FF14. Let's see. Oh, they gain it if they're tanked close to each other. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, is there? Damn it, this is just gonna take forever and ever. Well, can I stun one and pull the other away? That'd be cute. Doesn't look like I can. No, I really can't. All right, well, I'm gonna put this on pause because this is gonna take a long time. If it fails, we'll just have to go in with the group. Oop, they disappeared. I wonder if that's a bad sign. They still had tons of health. Ooh, he's back, and he's doing something scary. Ooh, that looks like an enrage to me. Whoops. Encounter over? Yeah, okay, we can't solo this, unfortunately. We can't have those two apart from each other. Let me just make sure about that. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time because we're stubborn. We have a better idea what we're doing this time. So it should be probably one cycle less. We just gotta make sure that we save all of our burst damage for when we are... Ooh, okay. I guess we have to take that first hit to the island, huh? Just gotta really be ready to dump a bunch of bursts. Use the... No, don't use it again. Don't use it again. It's too early. Oh, was it too early? Yeah, it was too early. Just making sure. It's possible we'd have better luck. Oh! Is that game? Is that game, folks? That was game. I don't suppose we can change class when we came in here. Not that we have any really high-level DPS classes anyway. The thing is, I don't really want to sit in a queue. Let's try it. Let's try it. We won't fight next to the edge. Fine.
Get ready, everyone. Here it comes.
You believe in me, don't you? I mean, we weren't really pushing it on the DPS there either. We could really have tried a lot harder. Okay, bird time. Okay, do not fight these guys right on the edge, is the lesson that we learned last time around. Do some atonements, dump our mana, don't stand in that because it could be a knockback. Get a couple more atonements out, restore a little bit more mana. Very good. Are you gonna dive, my boy? Yep, there he goes. Get that shield generator up. Okay, we gotta be ready for the Dragon Slayers now. Boosh. Dragon Killer 1. Sprint friend. Dragon Killer 2. Perfect. Flawless execution. Now, come on down. Let's see if we can... See, I don't want to hit my cooldowns is the thing, because you're going to need them on the dragons. This first phase actually is not tightly timed, really. Unless we're running up against a... But we do know that actually we don't need to even consider running away, right? Because we can... Oh shit, we've got charges of atonement, of course. Finish it! Come on, finish it. One more? Nope! Oh well. One more round. Should be fine. Nope, shit. What'd I just do? Didn't do what I meant to do. Whatever it was I intended, it was not what became. One atonement and 2 atonements. Let's dump some mana. 1 and 2. Get ready to dive, my friend. 1. There's the dive. Hit that shield generator, please. Doot. We gotta be ready to capitalize on this as soon as it comes out. Oh, you are not dead. Now you are. Hurry. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so what we want to do is to have 3 atonements ready to go. We'll be ready to pick up one of the birds immediately. Burst it to shit down. I'm gonna get 2 and... Oh, shit. Well, no atonements. Oh, well. So, I did 1 spawn on either side? Here we go. Okay. Quickly, quickly. Hit him as hard as possible before the other guy gets into the corner. Oh, the other one's actually... Ah, fuck. He did leash. Okay. Well, they're together now. Let's see if we can pull this off anyway. It's gonna be very hard, I think. Don't believe there's any way to properly pull them apart now. There might be. Shall we dump everything we got? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Detecting a huge increase in... Oh god, brace yourselves.
Yeah, I just don't think we have the DPS for this. Alas, nor can we get these boys to
stop sucking face for long enough to finalize the divorce.
I don't think this is going to happen. Could I stun one? Oop. No, he ignored it. Rude. If one of you was a caster, it would make my life so much easier here. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it legit. Or we could see if we can summon Rook. That would work. No, let's just fling ourselves off the edge. No reason to waste time. Okay, well, let's see what's next. Alright, you know, this was a stopping point for me last time as well, that it took like 45 minutes to find a group for this. Probably won't take that long now with the high-low new player population. I have attempted to recruit Rook, but we've also just joined the party, and we'll see where we end up. Limitless Blue. Oh wait, Rook's responding. Q estimates only 5 minutes, so if you're busy, I can handle. Alright, we can put this on pause. We'll be there when we figure it out. Oh, Q popped. Let's explain this to other people. Lizards need to tank them apart, or they're nearly invulnerable. That's as far as I could get solo, so if anything happens after that, I don't know about it. So hopefully these folks won't just hammer on the old shield generator instantly. Oh, I gotta swap my HUDs here because we're in our solo HUD. Oop. Let's do it! Who's ready for a real raid encounter? Doo-doo. Just gonna bonk around, yeah. Cetacean Rage! So don't use the field generator until we're ready for it, please. Who's the other tank? Cat Girl Waifu? Not tanking this guy. So watch for the whale to duck. Ooh, get out of that. We're not indestructible this time around. Always there's the duck, hit the generator. Doot! And now we gotta get ready to hit these cannons. Ready, Dragon Killer. Hit it! Here we go. The power of teamwork. Stronger even than a level 77 Warrior of Light. Or maybe 76. Did I get 77? Onto his back. Cut him down. Hit him with everything we got. Should probably... Oh, we can't. I keep forgetting that we don't have so much of our toolkit at this level. Think we're gonna make it? I think we might make it. Have I hit all of my... Maybe? Just barely? Just barely? You don't have to run away. You can just keep going. Yeah, we got him. Tank separately. Here we go. This should be easy this time, is my sincere wish and fond hope. Dump everything we can to this bad boy. Looks like the DPS is hitting the other one, but that's fine. Keep an eye out for those tornadoes. I would love a heal, though. I can heal myself, can't I? It's not that I don't trust you healers, it's just I would like to make your lives easy. Oh, we do have our dot, though. Sweet.
I'm detecting a huge increase in outgots. Brace yourselves.
Oh, it's chasing us. I don't love that.
Why does the wind know?
Oh, the other tank is dead. Do I have a res? I think I actually have a res, don't I? Don't I have a res? Could we please res the other tank? What's going on? Actions? What's our res called? Do we have one? I'm pretty sure we do. Nope. Okay, well, that's a wipe. Astonishing. Maybe not a wipe, I guess. Well, the healer dead, 2 tanks dead. Y'all just gonna do this? Because I don't think you're gonna do it, buds. I think that you're screwed. Please try no running off strat. Oh, the other tank ran off the edge. Off 2 failed solo attempts and Grouchy. Let's get these boys. Let's get this one. Here we go. Cut down the birds, keep an eye on the whale. Looks like we're gonna be okay. There he goes, get that generator. Zoop! Okay, we can do this. Here we go. Let's go ahead and hit our cooldowns, why don't we? We can throw our dot on this bad boy. Dump it all in. Okay, sweet. Everybody's still alive. That's perfect. I guess maybe the other tank died before the ads came in, and that's why the healing was so tricky. Okay, no, you got it. What the fuck, dude? I was tanking that one. What the fuck? Cat Girl Waifu, you are bad. Come on. Okay, I would love for this to be under control in any way. There we go. Seems like things are back where they should be.
Was detecting a huge increase in...
Yeah, we gotta hear it again. How's the other one doing? Good, going down. So there is a bit of a timer on this, but it seemed pretty long, right? I mean, we had time to go and Google what we were supposed to be doing. Cat Girl Waifu, I apologize. It's not in the spirit of this game to be so sullen about your companions. I mean, it was bad. You admit that, but you know, we all make mistakes. Constantly, in my case. I am Fate's fool. Fate's tower. I mean, the association that I feel with the tower is hardly personal. It's not that I am in any sense an embodiment of the destruction of the old order. I'm just witnessing it. The tower is the card for our age, not for me as an individual. It's the worst people in the world who are the embodiments of the tower, even though the order that they're going to destroy is a desperately unjust one. Whoa! They're just gonna take us all with it, you know? Whoa. Fancy. Ooh, what's happening now?
Damn it, we've lost the generator.
Uh-oh. I don't love that. There's so many of them. I'm gonna screenshot this. Sorry about that. Extreme wind. Okay, so now it's a race against time. We really gotta be on our game at this point. Because he's just gonna be smashing this island down. Oh, there's orbs. Look at these vapor bubbles. I bet they're bad. Should we eradicate them? Do 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 do. Are we supposed to be standing in that thing, or that'd be a good idea?
The dragon killer's readied.
Let's hit him. Yes. Wait, did we hit it? Yes. Good, good, good. Let's give it our all, why don't we? Bring the heat. Corona. Is it time to limit break, perhaps? Perhaps limit break? I don't know. Is this the last phase? If it is, this would be limit break o'clock. If it's not, well, we could get to a third, maybe. What part of a whale is its corona? Hey! We did it. Corona's down. Success. Let's give, already gone. Uella Uelera, isn't that one person? Exercising the right, got 1,000,000 experience, cool. Leaving duty. Win. That's a win. Ooh, are we recovering yet more of our inner glow? Is your cat boy missing that special sparkle? Just strap him to several leashes at once, and he'll radiate lustrous again soon.
Warring light, beloved
Ooh, you don't sound so good.
Eidolon, all made
You sound kinda like me running myself through a distortion.
darkness, like to none known. Hark the receiver blessing s'more.
S'more? Nobody told me we were camping out here. Erwin has a cardiac event. Erwin struck by his statue. Erwin happening upon the key to whatever it was.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him.
Well, it didn't occur to me you'd just show up and take it away from me. Oh wait,
How
not an
many
auto scroll.
times does
Whoops.
this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
Do y'all improvise this shit? Is it like a Mad Lib situation, or is all of it fully scripted? We just saw him pick it up, dingus. Yeah, the ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's
Azizla and the secrets
that's
of
Exodia
magic.
right there. Ting.
I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
4-7. This is a pretty or is it 5? It was 4 out of 6 crystals, wasn't it? But surely there were 7. Or were there only 6? I guess we'll see next time we have some kind of interiority. Next time we see evidence that Erwin is a being with interiority and not just a P-zombie for following instructions.
Warrior of light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck.
You couldn't have fucking done it. You guys with your holy bolts, with your sacred lightning, you could never have killed the big whale.
Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
Final Fantasy XIV is so ill at ease with people having anything in their hands that all of the people in this universe must be comfortable with just kind of psychoactive floating key stuffs. Whoa! 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 Erwin, get out your phone. It would be really good to have a video of this, probably. I mean, we've got scouts all over the place, though, right? We're gonna see where that's pointing. You know, when you find yourself laughing like that, you should really question whether you're really on the right side of history. These guys are such fucking dinguses. I hate their weird, like... They have that, like, soft boy vibe, right? They're like effete masculine, and yet they're out here murdering people. We know you're problematic. We know each and every one of your YouTube channels is going down in a scandal about soliciting nudes from your audience.
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Jesus, they really do just sound so much like Americans. It's haunting and horrible. I love it, but I don't know. You think it was the explicit intent? I think I've talked before about how Warlords of Draenor and World of Warcraft is basically a depiction, not necessarily a critique, but a depiction of American imperialism. That functionally, the lands beyond the Dark Portal represent the Middle East and other mineral-wealthy, unexploited regions with industrial bases that are not remotely prepared to handle the incursion of a force from the outside, where we go in nominally in the name of taking down some oppressive group that has nominally attacked us. Killed how many people? I mean, the Iron Horde just basically tried to walk through the Dark Portal. Okay, they were armed, but they didn't get nowhere. And for that, we started doing 9/11 every day back in ancient Draenor. You know, building it up, just letting the goblins get their hooks in, just allowing capital to sink a claw. I didn't know Alphinaud had been studying Magitech technology. Is that a fucking, what's the word? Tautology? He was a godsend during that fight, the way he helped me tend to the engines.
I'm just glad we're still here to tell a tale.
Nope.
In retrospect, we should probably have seen that coming. Still, you fought well, Arwen. Better than that, in fact. Do you know, Pay?
Yeah, make no mention of the failures. Forgive me, Arwen. Had I known that was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were sealed within the engine room and heard naught of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, for we yet live. We know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. Yeah, let's do it. Anybody else got anything new to say?
I know you're eager to get after the Heavens Ward, but considering what we just put the old girl through, I'd say she's due a little tender loving care. And where'd I put my hammer?
The force generated by the beam was enough to displace the ship, and after comparing the data recorded by our fore and aft gyroscopes, to cut a long story short, I think I've almost determined its heading.
As you'd expect, they flew off in the direction that beam was pointing. Bastards.
A difference of opinion. Alphinaud seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the land of another primal, and prevented the Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides. Now, I happen to know for a fact that I went off somewhere else after this, and I don't know if it was part of the main story quest, or if it was part of some other ill-conceived adventure of my own. What could be amiss? Everything's been fine so far, Alphinaud. Nothing could possibly be going wrong. Nothing. Bottom. Ooh, it's the Garleans. Yeah, we did forget that these dudes were prowling around.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
You just killed a god. Go in and cut them down, you doofus. What are you scared of? Ooh, scared of his spooky helmet. Regular Von Hydrus. He's having a regular one. Wade in with your fucking blade out, boyo. Kill them all. These guys are level 17. I've been killing these men since I was 17.
And there I was expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
Oh boy, civility from the fucking Garleans, huh?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
Varys Sos Galvas. Is this the new fucking emperor? Is he just here? Oh my god, he's such a drama queen.
Just as Wire observed. The warrior is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar.
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly so.
Should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free, that their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
I mean, I don't think you can genocide the problem away, because the problem is in the land itself.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favorite recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
I guess maybe in their minds they can, like, take and totally settle
Do not
Eorzea.
hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last.
And in so doing, they could establish a bureaucracy adequate
Alas,
to
your sentiments
prevent
betray
the summoning of
narrowness your
primals.
view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world.
This is where the game is set, dude. We haven't gone anywhere else yet, so what else are we to do but to care about this place?
Charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
I do appreciate that the Garleans, while clearly a venal and, you know, they have all the standard motivations for Empire, but I appreciate that they have a fantasy motivation as well. And that it is comprehensible and also periodically hypocritical. Who gives a shit? Whoa. Sid? Wait, what's going on?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, that was our question too. We could look anywhere else. Lucia. Hey. Whoa.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Editing in this cutscene a little weak. Could definitely have been tighter. Also, the music going out right here, a little bit of a artistic failure, I think. Really probably wanted that action sequence a lot tighter. Whoa. Mayhap we should have noticed this enormous fucking fortress in the sky a minute before. Yikes.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
That you have my word. We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word. My Sean Connery is not very strong, I don't think. We could still do it. As long as you don't say it's what you're trying to do, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Unfortunately, we just did.
But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Narcissism? We did it. Alpha, no, wait, never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Oscalvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that spoke to him, that accompanied him, must be the legatus of whom the Centurion spoke. Forgive me. This is neither time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run foul of Imperial forces as well. I've yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that's occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Lucia. Ah, the armor. I had it sent here as a precautionary measure. If you fear for our safety, may I direct your attention to the suit of Magitech armor nearby and its exceedingly capable pilot. I mean, I've crushed a lot of those things with my bare fists. You're way safer with me than you are with, that particular suit of power armor. But, you know, whatever. We can swap our HUD back to the cleaner one now, right? Hey, everybody. How's the barge doing?
We saw it fire on the village. Are you alright, Erwin?
Wait, can we see it in the sky here? Where is the enormous fortress? Surely it should be visible. Surely, where is it?
Bugger me, did you see the size of that Imperial battleship?
Well, only in one shot, because it was apparently invisible. Otherwise...
Thank the 12 you're alive, Erwin. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alpha now. What in the 7 L's happened out there? First the Archbishop turns up with Raskiers in Tower, now the goddamned Emperor pays us a visit. What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the 7th Bloody Gate?
But who's that? Who's the Keeper of the 7th Gate? Is that a god? Keeper of the 7th Gate. No one so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundu... Whoa, damn it. Chief Zonu sends his warmest regards, Erwin. There was much talk of westerly winds. Eorzean euphemism for the devil is someone's guess. I've attuned to the 7th Gate. I can see everything. What is this? Reddit post. How it feels to chew 5 gum. It is as if all my name days have come at once. Quote from the main scenario quest called Best Served with Cold Steel, also known as Roban X, as well as about 4 other quests. Apparently that's a thing. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they had no more to fear from the Empire for the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Ox Zundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azizla. Well, why wouldn't he exterminate them? They just summoned a primal.
Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we?
So here's my question. Are we about to be shot out of the sky? Is that what's going to happen here? Because if that is the case, then I know where we're at in the story. And if it's not, then we are already beyond where I've been. Well, what are we waiting for?
I've done it, Erwin. I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever you're ready, we'll set course for Azizla.
She's all patched up, Erwin.
Let's go, Sid. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. Donk, donk, donk.
That's right there. That's a big bird. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azizla lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch him. You'll see.
I certainly hope so, Commander, for your sake. Also the sake of all living beings. The Enterprise is unassuming, isn't it? Compared to the dreadnought that we just saw swimming in the sky. You look unsteady on your feet, madame.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
So is she Garlean? She is wearing that headband. Oh, she's going to reveal her Garlean pearl, I think.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Yeah. Garlemaldi.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Where had they met before?
Livia? Livia Sasjunius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Don't worry though, I'm not doing that right now.
Ishgard was
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate.
But you were just so
While I was
overcome.
given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich.
You were overcome with the kindness of their society, or it was just one nice twink that did it. I mean, that'll do it. It's all the honeypot it takes, really, to, historically.
It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons.
He's a hottie. I mean, no one can deny that.
He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it.
If I had a dark fate, I would simply rise above it.
I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. 'Tis your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
But they were bad convictions, though. It's not good to fight for convictions if those convictions involve genocide.
I'm happy to welcome a fellow
Liberal.
Guardian to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Sid is very blithe about defectors, I guess. The idea that they might not be... That was a well-animated face there.
Chief,
Good.
we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Aziz's Law should be.
Hold on, everyone!
What have you got? Ooh, this is exciting. So, don't shoot us down, please. If you don't shoot us down, then we are further than I've ever been. And if you do shoot us down, then we're close to where I've ever been. Very close, like a couple conversations. Ooh, things looking mighty green up here.
I think that's it!
Do you think this enormous hell city floating in this tortured sky could be our destination? No. That's an old WPA project. It's under-maintained these days. Institutional neglect for decades. Jobs went away, social safety network evaporated. No one's happy there. The narcotics problem.
Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
This is Aziz's Law. Oh, sure looks like we're about to get shot down though, doesn't it? Oh. One of innumerable ancient defenses, unimaginably more sophisticated than anything we've ever developed. Why wouldn't this happen? Everything has been barriered forever. Woof. Would have been a good moment for a comedy.
She's breaking up!
Oh boy.
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it. Always with the going backward before we can go forward.
Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Do you think I guess they had the key, so they were probably more able to get through. Well, did they have the key, though? Because the key just turned into that fan thing. Maybe they took it with them? I don't know. Nothing's ever straightforward in these parts. Lucia. What could be out there that could warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself?
God's just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache.
I wonder, does she have a name?
That's usually Duke doesn't ask that. Sid's piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold, and may I never have the opportunity to do so again. Fair.
We'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain what the Vanu called it a key.
One good turn. 58? No. An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Aziz's Law.
But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in.
Where are we going? We're going to talk to Emmerich? Yeah. Going to talk to Emmerich, of course. You could have just bopped us over there. We don't have to walk ourselves. It's not necessary. It doesn't have to be this way. Yeah, just saying, the opportunity exists. Teleportation sickness, sorry. Your return, Sir Emmerich, and the others await you within. Let me in. Let me in. What's everyone got to say? Though we know little and less of Ozzy's law, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Garleans cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. But come back, my friend, and pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and shall continue to do so. But I've resolved to be strong. Is what he would have wished.
I swear, whenever there's an Allagan's ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything.
If the Empire has an interest in Az's law, we have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. Emmerich.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
Yeah, so it's the exact same thing as we've dealt with every other time.
That without the Vanu's any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
That does seem foredoomed.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Bastards.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, we could try finding a corrupted crystal of equally or opposite aspected ether.
In the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters.
Perhaps we could try that
The
again.
one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
Is he supposed to be like slightly German? Is that what it is?
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
Do I need to be here for this conversation? I'm not an engineer. You could be having this while I do other things. I got emails to answer.
Ether and mounted on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Why don't we have all these people in our Rolodex? Surely we should be looking ahead as far as expertise. There's no field we're not going to need in the fullness of time.
Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
Convenient.
An Archon? Truly?
That is another one of our lost friends.
Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Oh boy. You know it's a bad day when you see a White House tweet about fucking labor politics. Biden thinks of himself as a union guy. For all the fucking good it's gonna do. Alright, where you at, Tataru? Tataru, I guess we've changed your pronunciation there. You... Oh, right. I was like, what's going on? This isn't what this building looks like, because we were in the other building. Take us in. Hey, Tataru. We should talk to Alphinaud first? No. Welcome back, Erwin. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So, you finally arrived at Aziz's Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Erwin. We'll get to Aziz's Law yet. What have you got, Alphinaud? Look at this tiny man. She may not spend her days slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full-Loft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. It's almost like she's a spy or something. Ethereal Trail. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Terrapin to have the tunnel searched. Logical place to look. Is that not where you lost contact with Benfilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola? It was there you lost contact with that. Jesus Christ! Was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there'd been a discovery and we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. You will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Alright, well, let's teleport over to the Hall of the Flame Boys. Getting back in that ARR groove, just teleporting back and forth forever. I mean, why not? Why not? It's the optimal way to tell a story. Fortunately, they are at least right outside here. No needless fiddling with the network. Start any trouble and I'll see you rot in the oubliette for eternity. Look at you, buddy. You got blue roses on your cesty. An ugly-ass face. Worst Dressed Award, Ul'dah, September 2021. Where are we at? Urianger. Whoa, what? As thou art returned to us, wherefore might our comrades not be the same? Never shall I concede them lost till I have seen proof of their passing. Do you have a voice for Pippin? I don't think we do. I don't know if we should bother. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Terrapin. Nope. Auto expands off. You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery? Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mineral Concern's cooperation, though, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen Crystal Braves. Go on, holding back tears. Be at ease, Master Alphinaud. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. Then there is this. It's a white mage wand. Y'shtola's wand. I assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Touch my head. Crush my face into the delicious herb. Oh, he's putting his goggles on. Fair enough. 'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely? The very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream. Flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest that she managed to escape.
Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. He's losing it. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the life stream, never to emerge.
So we gotta get a radio for Y'shtola.
What? No, you can't mean... Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the life stream. Could we but follow these from the point from which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her.
To the Silda excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Don't mention it, I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. You notice we sound kind of similar, Alphino? I think that's beautiful. Two different walks of life, two different kinds of children, both sounding like this.
Couldn't you teleport us down there? I have no idea how to get there. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, it's outside the city. Okay, Blackbrush. I really wanted to re-arrive falling out of the sky, but I couldn't land up there, alas, so out of the question. Simply being here calls to mind the events of that fateful day. This is a pretty cool little spot, I admit. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that must mean they're somewhere else. Well reasoned.
Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps.
I love my Gideon Emery voice. I don't care if it sounds like him. He inspired it. He brought it out of me, and I dig it. Sam Fisher. Sam Ether? Sam Fish Ether? Nah.
I'm looking around for footsteps. I do not see any indication.
Footprints, not footsteps. Those are the sounds. Usually. Why are you keeping that purse, boyo? We just see vultures circling in the distance. That would be morbid. Where are we looking? Are we traveling? Is this abstracted travel? No.
The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelves Wood.
Are you certain?
Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed.
And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift.
If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed.
So how long we got? Because it was days between when we accepted the quest to go to the Sky House and when we got to the Sky House. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Erwin, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseers. Hey, we gotta talk to that spooky lady? I don't want to talk to that spooky lady. What? We have to involve everyone in everything. Maybe just take some fucking action, be proactive. Nafika's fucking altar, sure. I'll go over to Nafika's altar, but I won't like it. I won't be happy about going over to Nafika's altar. I have to go to Nafika's altar one more time before this business ethical consumption under capitalism. That is the reality. What we are seeing demonstrated here. Wait, where? There. Hold on, Y'shtola, we're coming for you. It's said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they may still be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Bajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak to Kane Senna without delay. Level 58? No. Lost in the live stream. You've already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. I have already requested an audience. She will receive us in the Lotus stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Elder Seedseer is ready to receive us. Yep, always just the same thing again. Excuse me. Oh boy, we in for another 15 minutes of hiccups? The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me.
talkative conjurer. Ooh. We got out just in time, just as the music got to where it would begin to truly drive us out of our minds. Hey, Connie Senna, you still worry me. You made yourself useful in the matter of the Moogles, but I think that's just because you sense an unknown element. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay? It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. Meow. Well, he doesn't meow. And that's the straight dope from Alphino.
I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However, perhaps there is a way. What have you got, Connie Senna? More like Scary Senna.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola,
Y'shtola?
be aware of
Y'shtola?
one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and elemental.
Is this the time for this kind of metabiology lesson, ma'am?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So
that sounds
profound
normal.
a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse.
We're gonna need Twitter for this.
The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them.
Is that also a George R. R.
Only
Martinism,
seers can
words are
commune with
wind?
them through feelings. Naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola.
Feelings don't care
Nay,
about our facts.
They must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Well, she has a sister right here in town, dude.
I know just the person.
You surely know this. Don't you know the people living in your little fiefdom?
Has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Yeah, we've met her. She's the summoning trainer. We know all about her, although this is, I think, the first we learned of the relationship in character.
Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade.
Aren't you the goddamn queen? Can't you send someone to go get her?
We shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Fucking warrior of light. This is... I recognize that these asides are important, but man, do I feel like it's grinding things to a halt. It's all just part of the progress of the story. But we're about to go hit their Ultra Fortress, and we hit the same fucking barrier that we always do. I was not aware that Y'shtola had a family member here in Gridania. How very convenient. Forgive me, I've grown so accustomed to being laughed at by the Fates, I cannot help but mistrust them once they smile at us, on us. You must, of course, seek the woman out at once. Yep, you got the right of it, Alphino. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Imhitra. Oh, you know her, do you? Well, that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Yeah, she sure does. We're gonna need to zero out that music while we go for... Oh, we're already outside. Don't play the music, or I shall throw a fit. Oh, there is no closest one, is there? Of course there isn't. Okay, called you back in early because you know what this place reminds me of? Like, what it makes me think of with the music turned off is the outside portion of a department store, not a department store, but a hardware store that we used to go to in the Bay Area when I was a kid. There was an outdoor bit that just had a bunch of fountains in it, along with packs of ladybugs people could stock their yards with. And something about this place, the color of the light and the ever-present sound of tamed water, just reminds me of that. And those memories aren't bad, but I always, like, what it evokes in me is a sense that I'd like to get back to whatever else I was doing. And so it is. Imhitra, hi again, ma'am. Couldn't risk turning on the music, so I hope you don't have a theme of your own. Greetings, Erwin. What brings you here today? I see you have companions.
Lady Amhitra, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Leveilleur, and this is Tataru Taru. Tataru Taru. Meow. So you are my sister's comrades in the signs of the seventh dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershada at once. Immershada? Like eternal pain? That doesn't seem nice. Are we gonna teleport there? We don't have to. Yes, thank God. You could do this all the time, Final Fantasy XIV. You do not have to make us walk places on our own. These spooky children know. I say I feel nothing about creepy little kids, but when Final Fantasy XIV has strange immortal children who are part of your society, way creepier than your, like, Samaras. The fact that they're, like, there, integrated with everything, is what makes them creepy. Well, of course, we're gonna have no music for this sequence.
Let us begin.
Maybe very dramatic, I guess.
Raya O, Arun, if you would.
Do, 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 do. Oh man, I can only imagine that there must be music here.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Swing, swing, swing. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, but no, doesn't fit.
Please come back to us.
Not the mood? Sorry. I was trying to do the Zelda 64 menu music. There.
Now.
I can only... the music must be great, and we'll never get to hear it because of the sabotage of the Gridania music. Ooh, whoa, okay. We just found her. Is she gonna be naked? This is unnecessary. One almost thinks that one should skip the rest of this and go back and watch it with the music, because, you know, I kind of think we have to do that, actually, because this is very silly. I'm pretty sure we can watch this cutscene in our book of fond memories. I could even cut this, and yeah, I should do that. Halt.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
But I love her thither. There's no thither I wouldn't carry. She ain't thither, she's my sister. I can say whatever dumb shit I want now, because I'm gonna cut it. There's not really any dumb shit that I usually want to say that I don't. We're generally pretty unfiltered around here. So, you know,
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
just our thoughts and wishes is all that we've got left. Did you not, like, you could have rolled up your skirt. It's gonna get everything all wet. You're literally filling your boots with water. You're wearing cup boots, boy. This is so somber with the music turned off. New Gridania. Okay, well, I think that was a little bit of a dramatic failure there, so why don't we go ahead and cut this here, and if my will is strong, then I'm going to go ahead, watch that video in the cutscene pocket, and cut those two together, so you will never see this part. But if this, for whatever reason, ends up still in there, see you soon. Well, grim news, folks. There was no music. Nothing at all. It was dead silent. So that was pointless. Let us pray that Y'shtola awakens. Unbelievable, honestly. Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, oh, I've been so worried. Yeah. Tataru's surprised. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she's in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? While we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now in the hope that she'd one day return to us. Just once a couple more items, it'll be ready. Fuck you, Tataru. I've already placed orders for the items. Could I ask you to go retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, another's with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Keva and Brother Usumi-yan. They ought to take care of you. God damn it, Tataru. Send messengers. Without the Seedseer's aid, Y'shtola may have been forever lost to us. I shall go to the Lotus Stand to offer them my heartfelt thanks. Okay, sure. I had to navigate this benighted city in silence, the Leatherworkers Guild. God damn it. They're just like, hey, remember how this game used to be? You kept saying that you liked it. That means you want us to go back to that model, doesn't it? What you playing over there? Leatherworkers Guild. Yeah, just because I liked it doesn't mean that I want to go back to it, to the just fucking bopping, teleporting back and fucking forth in these same cities that I've been in 1,000 times to pick up inconsequential trivialities for characters who should just go do it themselves fucking selves. Or just pay someone a nickel to do it for them. You better give me some interesting expository dialogue, Keva. Because if this is just an errand, I'm going to hoot and howl. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. You're to retrieve an order from Mrs. Tataru, you say. You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However did that girl come by Chimerical Hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me she had neither. Perhaps it's that she has access to resources outside what we would expect. How'd that girl come by it? Okay, so we are still learning that Tataru has unseen reserves of stuff. Conjurer's Guild. Ethernet Crystal? Please take me back to the Conjurer's Castle? The Conjurer's Crevice? Yeah, they do kind of live in a crevice. It is a cave. Yep, down into the cave with us. I think, yeah. Have we been in here together before? I think that we had cause to speak to the spooky little child in here once before, didn't we? Biddy. What do you got to say, Biddy? Go quietly within these caverns. Lest you misunderstand, I speak not of such sounds as one's ears might hear. Here we open our hearts to the whispers of the elementals. Take care that you do not disturb this communion by bringing Or was I muted for that entire little sequence complaining? Have I been muted for the last 4 minutes fully? Well, you didn't miss anything but me whining about being expected to do this bullshit, so you're not missing out. Just in case I was muted for that entire time. There was no music on the Y'shtola reconjuration cutscene. There was just nothing. It was dead silence, just as we saw it, which is wild to me. Oh, you're back. You have the items, I hope. No, not until we talk to Alphinaud. Seed Seers are gracious souls. Tataru's Leatherwork Commission, a leather bag containing an item prepared by the Leatherworkers Guild as per Tataru's request. A cloth bag containing an item prepared by the Conjurators Guild. Sure, take it. Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Erwin. I can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of the surprise, lest you wonder. She's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go pay them a visit, shall we? Oh, we should have turned the music on again, but we're not going to make the mistake of going back and trying to relive that again. Infinitely expanding mouth, slow motion turning heads, very The Shining vibes. Hey, you made it.
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12.
Yeah, I mean, nothing can ever happen to me. I'm eternal.
Something has changed about you, Alphinaud. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Do you contain now the secrets of the universe within you? That pale head of
Why
yours.
not? I am well enough.
Yeah, but there is something you haven't mentioned, right?
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream.
Where is Minfilia these days? Where'd she get
The
to?
others?
I don't remember the last time we
Where
saw
are
her.
they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted
Misk.
for. You were the only one we have been able to find.
That's not exactly
I'm truly
true.
sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphinaud. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Of course they aren't, because they're dead, because of you.
The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
I mean, she is right. So, you know.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
We'll just do it as soon as we
There is
recast
the
their
Alphinaud
voice
I
actors.
remember, and I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
We're going to establish here? I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll see in a second. As they say.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Think you should bathe before she puts them on? I mean, who knows what kind of grime she's carrying around with her after her astral voyage. Is it gonna be another like midriff exposing thing like Alphinaud was wearing before? Are we gonna have yet another semi-nude character? The balance must be maintained. There must be, it's not gendered, but there must be a sufficient amount. It's not gendered or aged, I guess. But midriff there must be. Let's see here. No, the thigh is needlessly exposed, but not the belly. You narrowing your eyes, ma'am? Okay, you're nodding. Did you happen to sew any of those pearls that you had us collect into that new clothing that you're having her wear?
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Dude, you've missed like 20 hours of recordings.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azizla.
Azizla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
Good thing I happen to know all about that.
We do.
Apparently.
Might you be able to furnish us with one?
I think she's cis, Alphino. I mean, I don't know.
To prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon.
Oh, good. Good. Still at square one. So my presence down here was totally unnecessary and unproductive to our cause. Why didn't I need to be here for this?
Who could.
Interesting. And also highly convenient.
In the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan, Matoya, my former master.
I think we're finally catching me up. And so, our quest has a new direction. Matoya, that name rings strangely familiar. Y'shtola looks absolutely smashing in her new outfit, don't you think? Onward to Sharlayan. Y'shtola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. More voiced cutscenes? No. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I've no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagree with her. When the Gallian Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of an abandoned city. So it is the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alisai and I were born in Sharlayan, our days were short. Our days there were short. Jesus, we're losing it. We remained only until the Exodus, and I've not returned since. Oh, so it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you've mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Okay, whew, wow. Okay, well that was quite a session. Then we're gonna call it there for now. Gotta stitch this 12-minute piece in with the other longer piece after the tremendous disappointment of the silent resurrection. But when we meet again, we'll be speaking with Alphino and Ishgard. See you soon.